Let's go back to what we learned from the previous lesson. Instead of having a series of variables like platform x0, platform x1, platform x2, and so on, and also having the same series for the platform y's, we can have an array. Array is a special type of variable that we give a value to it that is equal to those two square brackets. So when we make a variable to be an array, we can use not only one value, but instead of array of values, and all of those variables, all those values are going to be counted. And for example, here I have given such three values for the three elements of platform Y. The most important thing that we can do when we have an array instead of a lot of different variables with different names like this is that we can write one line of code once, just like context fill rect, and execute it many times for different values of some index variable, counting from 0 up to 2, excluding 3, doing it for each element. So for element 0, 1, and 2, we might draw the platform that we need to step on, or whatever it is. So we don't need a copy paste like this, and we had a homework task to remove even this tiny copy paste from our code. Apparently, Y's of the platforms could not be such specific numbers like those. They can be a result of a formula after our editing, or instead they can be also random. So you can do, for example, a for loop here. Of course, this code is outside of any function, so it is going to be executed just once, only in the starting of our program. So I can use here which platform to use. This is a variable that is going to be used, but later when updates start. In the beginning, I can use which platform to use, and I can use it to count from 0 up to 3 with a step of 1. And on each such step, I should set the value of x, platform x, and also to platform y. And for example, I can use a formula here, just like, for example, 200 plus which platform to use multiplied by 200. Is this a very specific and strange formula, or perhaps you were able to think about it? So this is a formula that is going to evaluate 0 multiplied by 200 means 0, plus 200 means 200. So this is the smallest y that is going to be evaluated for platform 0. And for the last platform 2, we are going to evaluate 2 multiplied by 200 means 400, plus 200 means 600. So my platforms are going to be at equal intervals of 200 pixels, and you can see them now. You can see that they are always on the same y, and of course on a random axis that sometimes are not good axes. For example, this x is too big. And one sad thing is that this not very good x is going to always be the same even after each resurrection or teleporting of a platform. It stays the same because here in our resurrection of a platform code we only change platform y. Of course we can also change platform x, so I need to just copy this line of code and paste it here. And now I'm going to have two different spots in my code that I have this horrible bug of platforms appearing too much to the right. So not only the starting positions of the platforms could be too much to the right, but also after resurrection, after teleporting of a platform, we can have new random axes for those platforms. And sometimes, just sometimes, those axes are going to be so big, those random axes are going to be so big that the platform is outside of the playing field too much to the right. You can see that two of my platforms finally got such a big X. So please fix this. On two different places, you should be really careful when copy pasting code, because as you can see, now we have the same bug on two different spots. Your more interesting task is to actually create a size array. So I will have the platform size, and it's going to be an array. So this is your task now. Use platform size, and I will give you a lot of hints where to use it. You will have to use it here when you draw the platform. Draw when you draw the platform. And also each time when you have to choose a new X for the platform, perhaps you also need to choose size for the platform first and consider the selected size when selecting platform X. Good luck!